Hello, hello, hello. It's RocksAlot. Hope everybody's doing well. I got a few things to do today. No idea what we're gonna do. I kind of have a general idea, but I got some new material in. Got this little guy, which is rather cool. Again, little delicate, so I gotta be careful with him. Hey, Bear, how you doing? I don't know how you would go about. I did. Might have to chop off a little bit of that one, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. He has to go somewhere where I'm going to remember it. I'll put him up there for right now. And then I've got some new mixed stuff from Sam. Well, this is the Mexican. Then I've got some of the mixed stuff from Sam, which I don't know how that's going to cut. I just chose out some of the nicer pieces. This actually was from the mix bag. And I've got what I'm going to call Camp Alpine, because it's the Campitas that looks mighty like the old stock Alpine village. Hey Steven, how you doing today? If we can get 3 of you to subscribe, that'd be fantastic. I think I'm at 582, so looking for 18 today maybe. But yeah. So I think actually what I'm gonna do, this is the Chilean. I'll look at some shapes here. So this one, I think I definitely it was, and I think here you go. I actually have a little bit of the nugget stuff, the tumbles. Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome in. They're actually pretty nice tumbles. Well, somebody had a go at this one. It's actually nicer on the back. As you can see, I've been playing with Sharpie. Nicer on the back, and it's got to come in a little bit. I'm not sure why we're not focusing well today. Let's go a little bit more, maybe that'll help. And some odd little tumbles that they did. And I could just slice that down that way. I don't know. We'll work on these, but they got mentioned, so I thought I'd bring them out. Oh, this one was funky. Not sure what I'm going to do with that one. Beautiful color. Almost looks like it may have been part of a shell, just because of its shape. And also that little piece that's right there looks like it may have been part of a clam as well. And but this piece, so this piece, I don't know what we're going to do. I might end up having to get rid of that anyway, that little triangle right there. It doesn't pop off. And I might infill this with some sort of matrix, and then use the shape of the clam itself, so the convex, to make a dome out of it. That's for another time. I brought them out. I hadn't really looked at them. I've got quite a bit of unpacking to do, but I do want to cut this one. I thought about making a huge stone this way, which would be really nice, great on that side, but I would lose a chunk here. I think I'm just going to, I think I'm going to cut right across there. I'm not sure. I think that's what we're going to do there. But I think we're going to go outside, so I'm going to take this one, cut that one right in two, cut that one in two. What else have we got? These we're going to open up windows in a little bit. Those were from Sam. And This was the Chilean, which I really don't have to cut. I could cut again, the same thing. Let's cut those 3. 1, 2, 3. And it sounds like the neighbor's doing some work too, so good timing. Good timing. And then, I know most of you know Don Dupuis, and I wanted to show this to Dave too, just so he knows. But, where did I put it? Oh. Well, one of my favorite pieces that I bought with Don over the time was, let's back this up a little, and it'll probably never get cut, but is this junker. Look at that. That is awesome. I don't even know how heavy it is. It's like 1.5 pounds. Probably gem silicated inside. Hey Minty, how you doing? I believe probably out of Utah, but I'm not quite sure where Don got it from. But that is a big bone. I haven't been chewing on it. But this went to school, so I went to Miss Frecklecat's school. And I think the 6th graders and the 8th graders got to see them today, or maybe yesterday. But I sent in a nice big piece of obsidian, and I don't really want to show too much of their faces, so. But you can see right there, that's the obsidian on the table right there in that box. So they're doing measuring weights. So actually the piece of obsidian in that box is about the same size as that, but obviously the weight is different. Hi everybody. It is pretty heavy. Yeah, it's not bone. I mean, it's not, it's solid. Whatever's inside is solid, and the only way we can find that out is if we cut it. And then it was a nice chunky piece of petrified wood that he's drawing right there on top of his anatomy, which is rather cool. And then more with the dino bone getting weighed up. So not everything gets cut. This is one of my favorite specimens. I don't know how. Hey Mike, how you doing? What's going on, Minty? I didn't see that. Hey Dusty, how you doing? Madeline, welcome in. I did see that giant barrel cactus that you had, Minty, which was pretty awesome. If you don't know Minty's channel, just click on her right there. I think you can go over and view her channel. She's out in Arizona, takes us on some walks, shows some gnarly trees, some cactuses. Should be getting some blooms out that way soon, so that'll be pretty cool. And I think we're going to take a walk, and we're going to go outside. We're going to do some chopping up. Chop, chop, chop. I'm going to take that, and that. And then we'll come back in and make some windows. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. Let me get a little bit of coffee. I'm going to take some sort of mask out with me. So you're going to get masked for a second. Bring out hopefully it's not too bright. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see. That's not too bad. Not a 95, but a good enough mark to stop any epoxy or anything going in my face. And I have my Christmas present apron. Start slowly, do the wiggle waggle, take care of each other, but most of all take care of yourself. So Nancy, take care of yourself. We'll be thinking of you. Glad you could come in and watch, though. Maybe this will... Oh, is Dave doing his sale today? I think he is. That's okay. That is okay. Or he might just be saying... I think last time he was just introducing that he was going to go live later in the evening. But if you guys could tell me, that'd be great. Digital silicosis. So, I did get a few other things ready, then we may cut a few others. This was some of the... Do a quick turn, maybe that'll help. This is some of the stuff that came in from Sam. And maybe we'll take a couple nuggets out of here. So really, these are kind of flat, so they're pretty good. Got some decent color in there. And yeah, most of these are flat, so this one's pretty good. So I got plenty of turquoise. I am now going to be purchasing quality rather than quantity. Like I said, I got plenty to work with. That's some of the Kingman from Tim a little while ago. That's the Verde, which we could cut a couple pieces out of that. That's from Mexico as well. That one looks pretty good. Maybe we can do that one. You can kind of see that seam right there. So that's a chunker. Kingman's good. The Chilean. Let's have a look. Thanks for all the thumbs up. That's really kind. Oh, almost lost them. See if there's any that we can even cut in here. I mean, so whoever picked these for me did an amazing job. I'm pretty sure I know who it was. Because, I mean, look. Flat. I can't say thicker than a snooker, can I? But it's not. But it's, it's good 8 millimeters to 10 millimeters, so plenty to work with. Yeah, we all know who says that, so. No, that's not bad. Maybe we'll cut that one. There's the Chilean. Yeah. Got some of the Alpine left. Got a little piece of the White Buffalo. And then this was another mix of Mexican that came from Sam. So these ones, I think I got a couple of chunkers in here. Look at the glue on that. Look at the glue on that. But at least so yeah, you don't want the glue. But look at the color of the glue, that's important. Especially once it's dried. So, right, let's move this off. Am I plugged in over there? Let's have a look. Alright. Let's do a quick test here. And then after this, we'll go in and cut a few inside. Let's see how it works. Yeah, good. So a little bit of noise. Let's bring you in a little bit closer just in case I cut a finger off. But it'll be live, so there's one way to go viral. I really don't want to, though. Good. Just a tiny bit. Come on. Oops, there we go. Hey Ruth, welcome in. Hey North Star. Thank you for being here. I hope the shows are doing well. Are you ready for them? And yeah, we got some regulars in, so thank you all. I really appreciate all your support. I really do. And just Gonna do a quick tester on this one. There's a little bit of a, let's back this up. Way too close. Okay. So I'm gonna go right down there. This one's a little pity. It's stabilized, but I think I can do something here. Oop. All right, here comes some noise. Pretty muddy. I don't know if that's going to make anything. It's really gritty. Alright, well, I'm going to put that in a bag so I don't lose it. There we go. Let's cut this one. I'm going to cut 2 stones out of this one. I'm going to go right across here. I like the thickness of that for a high dome. And we'll get a nice little ovally shape in the middle there. So let's cut that. I've been looking at this for a couple of weeks now. I'm trying to decide whether I go big and lose some stuff, or try for 2 different shaped stones and save most of the stone. And that's what we're going to do. Don't really have to stop it, but look at the webbing on that. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm very happy with this stuff. And this is also same thing, same material. I think, can you see that, how it formed right there? That little pancake down in here. So I'm going to try and take that off. Keep the pancake and get a little nuggety off the end here, I think. See how it sits. It sits there. I think I want to go right there. Let me just decide, right there, right? Yep, right there. Right there. Bit of a weird angle on that one. So trying to make the biggest stone out of this. You can see the angle that I took. But look at that. That's going to turn out gorgeous. Yeah, that's going to turn out gorgeous. This is not the Chilean. This is, it's actually Campitos, I think. But this is the Chilean right here. But when he was selling it, he said it looked very, very similar to sort of old school Alpine village. So I'm not changing the name, but for me to remember what it is Camp Alpine. But yeah, really nice. Hi, Chili. Hey, Carla. Well, that's pretty cool. I just showed off my dinosaur bone. Maybe we'll go back in, we'll show it again. Now this one did come out of Sam's bag. I'm sorry, this came out of the Chilean bag. And I don't know. I don't think it's the Chilean stuff. I think it just got put in the bag. And we're looking to see if we're actually going to cut it. I'm not sure I am. And that's going to disappear anyway, so let's just cut the nodule off just to see the color inside. How about that? It's getting windy. I don't know why. Literally just a little window. That's the little piece I cut off. It would have disappeared when I went to cut it anyway. And got a pretty nice color inside. The color's a little off because the sun's setting over here. So it's a little more orangey or yellowy than it would normally be. Yep, somebody got zapped. Thank you, Bear. This is Chilean too. I don't think. Oh, I am going to cut this one. So I'm just cutting that off right there. This is the Chilean also, which I don't know. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. You might think, like, you know, why don't you keep a bigger stone? And so for this one, I got to about 2/3 of the way through, and then it fractured down there anyway. So that's a gorgeous color. It's better than the last one, I think. Yeah, it is. Well, depends what your taste is, right? Hey, John, how you doing today? Prawley, welcome in. Now we'll do something a little more ugly and much harder. And I don't even know which way. So this is heavily, I think we're going, what a little seam here, little seam here, little seam over here. Not an easy decision, but I think I'm going right through here because of this hole in the back here. Got a little piece in there. So I'm going to try and come through here and across, keeping basically that line right there. Let's see what comes out. Hey Petra, welcome in. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Thanks for joining. I just really appreciate that. I think I'm looking for 18 more subscribers to hit 1,600. That would be fantastic. Just a small goal, not really, it doesn't happen today. It'll happen Sunday or next Thursday. So, but yeah, if you're new to the channel, man, I go live on Thursdays and Sundays. I might do a quick one during the week. And I put up shorts from these lives on my channel. So if you just want to watch the shorts and see some of the outcomes, if you subscribe, you'll get to see all the shorts. If you want to just see us as we go along, you come on live on Thursdays at 6, 5:36, and Sundays at 2. So welcome everybody. All right, let's try this before I forget what I was trying to do. Right along there. Right. This could get ugly. Let's see. Little scary. Hi everybody, welcome in. And I have epoxy juice running down my chest. Very sexy. Alright, so I already doing what I was trying to do. I was trying to pull that one out. I went in a little bit further than I wanted. And yeah, you know, not bad. Hey Talk, how you doing? Hey Train. Yeah, not bad. It's really knobbly, look at that, like streaks. Almost like it was pressurized through some cracks. No, I don't have that yet. But I did get the big cab that Aaron did of the skid marcasite. And it's a chunker. So I at least have one that's just ready to go. Either hang around my neck or hang down my back. I don't know which one. But yeah, maybe you have to wear it backwards. Well, maybe I have to wear it as a belt. Let's see. So that's pretty good. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, why not? Just to see. We're out here and it's pretty nice, so why not? So I have this is triple bagged. David double bagged it. He had these for years, at least 4 years that I know of. I don't think they're Malawis. They're just little teensy wincy. Well, I guess they could be Malawis. Little agates. Let's try one. We'll try a smallish one and a round one because I don't know how well this blade's going to do on this. So let's do. I need enough on my hands, or I could just go straight across. Let's do one straight across. If it's cutting well, then we'll do another one. But for this one, I really want to go this way, but I'm just going to go straight across. Let's see what happens. Alright, this might make a bit more noise. Maybe we get a little bit of fireworks on this one. And it really might be nothing. So, alright, here we go. Changed my mind. Alright, the big reveal. Not a lot. Little fortifications in there. But no heavy water lines or anything. It's got some in it, but alright. I forget if he just threw these in or I forget. Let's do this one. Looks a little spotty. I'm gonna go right across it. That way I don't have to turn it. That one was super soft. Not super soft, but much softer than the other one. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I was not expecting that at all. And a little calcite lump in there. That's pretty cool. Okay. That is a surprise right there. There's some Florida agate around here somewhere. But tonight's not the night to do it. I need to change this blade out so I get the thicker blade, but it's a little bit safer. And we can do some harder rock sometimes. Hi, Alicia. Thank you. Hi, Ben. How you doing today? Sean, nice to see you. Yeah, I spent some time down there too, Sean. I spent a lot of years down there. Miss it, but don't miss it. Hi, Alicia. We're in the UK. If you don't mind answering, it's up to you. I mostly grew up down south. My family from up north. Okay, so my family were, Alicia, up in the Pennines, but not really. Over the Pennines to you. So over towards Burnley, Accrington, and the Ribble River, and I say the Pennines because that's where my dad's ashes are, up on Pendle Hill. So it is a small world. So I don't know if the algorithm picks up on my accent, but it is an Americanized English accent. So anyway, those are cool. Let's try one more. Then we'll go inside. We'll get some cutting done. So I kind of like that one, so maybe if I can find, no, I don't know, we got so many different, they're all, oops, a little bit different. There you go, that one. Let's try that one. But yeah, if you're walking along the river, I wouldn't expect to pick up these little potatoes. So I think we're going to go straight across this one, leave it on the flat, so once it's cut, it can turn and show. Last one. Hey Ronald, how you doing today? Okay, well you must have some amazing fossils, Sean. I have some shark's teeth and stuff, and sloth bones and that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy interesting, other than the piece I showed earlier, which was not from Florida. It was out in Utah, I believe, which is a big old Dino toe knuckle. All right, those are good. I think we're gonna go inside. So let's grab you here. See if we can do this without losing you. All right, we're going back inside. Maybe not. There we go. That's my beautiful hand that you're looking at. If anybody can read my palm, that would be wonderful. Let's do that. Now we're going to come in here. All right. Back with my genie. Oh. Let's get this in properly. Sorry. Come on, it doesn't want to go. Gotta be careful because I don't want to lose you. There we go. All right, let's close that up. That's nice. Get what we cut. So, talking of Dino bone, where did I put it? There we go. One of my favorite pieces, definitely my favorite specimen, I think. And I have some amazing petrified woods and Laramie fossils and some pretty neat stuff, but this is one of my favorites. That is a Dino. If you can see the round right there, it's actually a toe knuckle bone. Complete. Really heavy. So. Yeah, I still got them. I got my mask on, I got glasses on. I don't wear gloves, because if you wear gloves and you cut that blade into a glove, it's going to take your hand into the blade. So, some people cut from the back side. I cut from the front, even though I get soaked. because I can actually see better that way of where I'm aligning the rock. So, is it 100% safe? Nothing is. And maybe one day, who knows? We've had some close calls, that's for sure. Definitely had some close calls. Alright, so we got those. I know what they look like inside. I'm going to try some of this new Mexican material. I can see some good color in there. And we're going to make some windows. So this was a piece of Chilean that we did from the last live. Let's get going. Hopefully everything's working. Let's see if we can make something out of this. I'm going to flatten down one of the sides. Yeah, it's a very thin blade, and you're more likely to cut yourself on a thin blade than the other like MK blades that I have sintered blades on. But it's like this, I can touch that, it's not doing absolutely nothing to my finger. But if I stick my nail on there, yeah, it'll start wearing my nail away eventually. So I try not to put my claws on there, and try to wear a mask, especially when I'm dealing with epoxied or stabilized material, red materials, pedicite, stuff like pedicite that is actually what's the right word for it? I'll think about it. Asbestos. So both tiger eye and pedicite, the chatoyancy actually comes from, I believe, from like an asbestos string. So you gotta be careful when you're cutting stones. I'm a little quiet tonight. I'm kind of thinking about my buddy. He's in the hospital. Been there for a day. Had to miss a trip to Amsterdam. Had some pain in his abdomen a couple of days ago. And yeah, took himself to the hospital, which is smart. And they found a little mass on his pancreas. Really, really small. So he got there really early, and they're supposed to do an endoscopy and a biopsy today, and that's been put off till tomorrow. So, one of my oldest buddies, there's about 4 or 5 of us that have been friends for 30 years. He actually was my best man at my wedding. So he'll be alright. Oh, somebody's getting reviewed, huh? Hey, Logan. It is stabilized. You can smell it, so. You're doing really well, actually. My other glasses. I can put my little Jules helmet on so I can see what you guys are saying. Mark, welcome in. The Cobra, welcome in. Thanks for making your comment. And Logan. Logan, thank you for the comments this week. It's really appreciated in the shorts that I've been putting out. So we're at thumbs up. I don't know. I gotta ask Freckle Cat if the kids have moved on from 6-7 at this point or not. Yep, thank you, I appreciate that. Actually got some real nice color to it. It's a little light matrix and gold matrix, or sand, whatever you want to call it. I think the new word is golden matrix, but I guess I could say that about my opals now. So my opals have some gold matrix to them. But I got to bring out the opal again. We started an opal about 4 weeks ago. Really, really nice, sort of purpley blue, black opal. And I don't know why I've been sitting on it. I've just been sitting on it. It's really pretty, and I don't want to mess it up when I get it finished. Right now it's sitting at about 3 carats. Yeah, Barry. So this actually came from the Mexican bag, and I wonder, it's Sam, and Sam gets his stuff from all over the place, and he gets it by the thousands of pounds. One of the bags was a mixed bag, so he doesn't know what it is, and probably Mexican and American mix. So this is actually pretty nice. Let's see if I can bring down that top a little. I'm going to get a few of these done today, and then I'll finish them up on Sunday. I've got a few left over from last week. And thank you to all the new faces that have come in today. And my friend was my best man, because he's probably the most responsible one out of all of us. Well, he is. He's also made, because of that responsibility, he's made the most money out of all of us as well. I'm going to make it a little more droppy, just not a perfect drop on the shape. Straighten off the back again. I actually like that side better, but let's move this over. from the Americas, Rocky. It pretty much covers it, right? Somewhere in the Americas, this turquoise came from. Alright, so just doing the wiggle waggle, get a bit of a dome going, bringing down that edge on the girdle. Water would help. And what do I want to do in shape? I'm bringing it in. Hey Ray, how you doing today? This is true. But it depends what kind of salesman you are, mate. Maybe you can beef up the resume a little bit. I don't know which side I like better. Wrong. I don't know why I just did that. I think I'm a little distracted. Okay, the shape's shaping up. But yeah, I like that shape better. Now I just need to make the girdle same height all the way around. I don't know, so somebody said at the beginning that Dave had gone live, but I didn't know if it was just to announce that they were doing a sale tonight or not. Or if they actually went live with the sale. Hey, probably not found. Welcome in. Russell, welcome in. Hey Ty, how you doing? It is a little wet, but it's better than dry. And it also saves my life. Let's do a quick draw from the middle. It's still not quite flat. Pressing pretty hard to flatten it out. A bit better. And again from this side. I really got to get a flat lap. I can finish these stones off. And that bottom's really nice. A little late to change it. Well, it's never too late to change it, but I would lose even more of the stone if I changed it right now. So I'm going to do a quick draw. So I'm sort of rolling and pulling from the middle of the face a little bit, not too hard. Then going around the top part of the stone, throwing it out from the middle. And and we'll move on. So I took a lot of the facets out. Got a little bit of a dome going. Now we're going to clean it up on this next wheel. No, thanks, John. I have, Steve. It's not the easiest thing to work with. So I have some slabs of amethyst. I forget what they call it. But rather than it being like a crystal, like a, you know, full terminated crystal, they've taken slices of it. So it usually has some wavy quartz in it as well. So it really just depends on the quality of the material. You know, if you wanted to use, they cabot, they facet amethyst if it's clean enough. You know, if they get a good, nice point, they don't have to be that big, but at least, you know, that thick, they can get some really nice faceted stones out of amethyst. And then the only difficulty with it, so with the slab stuff, is that okay, cool. Aaron's pretty good. I mean, he travels with his work, right? So, but I don't know if you've seen the trays that Aaron's got that he's done. Pretty amazing. I get about 2 trays a month at this point. Not that I'm aiming for that, just from doing the lives. So the only problem, or the only issue that I've had with the slabs is trying to figure out the best polish for it. If you zam it and it's got fractures in it, then the wax gets poured in there. If you do it with cerium oxide, the cerium powder is going to be in there, then you have to sort of either pressure wash it, sort of like a water spout spigot. Steam does it, but you got to clean it out again. Maybe ultrasound will help get it out. Toothbrush, but so Dremel work on it would work if you had some Nova bits to work with, because it's not going to leave anything inside those little cracks that you have. And you know, with a Dremel you can go up to 50 pretty easy. You just have to go over your stone in the same manner that you do from 3,000, 8,000, 14,000, 50,000. Sure is, John. This has got those nice big wheels on his arbor. And you could probably go in there with a big old pressure washer and clean it all out. Yeah, Mud does some pretty amazing intaglios and inlays and stuff. And her forethinking on it is just amazing. Okay, that turned out really good. A little bit more of that matrix will come out of the next 3 wheels. But I'm pretty happy with that. Especially for the cheap stuff. Get a little closer there. Just gotta fix that right there. Fix that right there. Just straightening up the girdle a little bit. That's not bad. Come a little bit right there. The more I do on these first wheels correctly, the easier it is on the next 3 wheels. So yeah, that's pretty nice. What else do we got? Let's try I wonder if that'll even polish. Let's see. Where'd that little one go? I know, let's polish this up. Why not? Gotta clean that out in there a little bit. But yeah, why not? Get a little closer. Actually, I'm going to go with a second wheel. One. Hey, Mantle Raccoon, welcome in. Yeah, she's a pro. She's a full-timer. And it shows. Karen, too. So hopefully this won't crack. Maybe we'll send this one into school tomorrow. Just evening out that surface. The other one had a little too calcite in it. Very good. I hope I didn't lose it already. Little gem in there. So let's do this one. I'll do them both. That'll actually be a fun one for them to take to school. Miss Crackle Cat. A little bit more over here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for those thumbs up, all of you that are here, and the ones that have left. I think I got less people watching than I have thumbs up, which is rare. At 3, welcome in. Sorry I can't pronounce your name, but hi. Filling up, so I gotta be careful about cleaning the water out so it doesn't get stuck in there. There's a tiny little calcite in the back there too. Pretty good. Let's do this other half. Won't take long. Yeah, I did a really good cut on this, so it's not too rough. There's a little bit of a rough one right there. We'll get rid of that. Just like that. See how quick that was? Gone. Talking about my buddy that's in the hospital, I don't know why they put his procedure off 3 times today, but they did. Maybe probably to get more money out of him. The last time my other buddy was in that hospital, he called me and I had to go collect him from the bus stop out front, and he did a big escape. And then we took him over to the other university hospital, which took much better care of him. So we'll see if that happens in this case. All right, pretty good. Let's go over here. Yeah, well, thanks for coming through. I don't have any commissions this weekend, which is fantastic. All right, clean that up a little bit. Yeah, that'll be a fun one for the kids tomorrow. Started like that, just a little nugget, and boop. So yeah, that's pretty neat. probably the best one I've cut, actually. Alright, let's get back some turtles. Let's do this one. A bit of a Chilean. Got some really nice color to it. I guess I should take a quick picture of this one. There we go. So yeah, of all the turquoise in the bags, there really weren't that many that I had to cut in two. They were all pretty thick, and so this is actually, I think no, it's the Chilean. I'm starting to recognize the different epoxy smells from each stabilization. And only knowing the country of origin is okay, but it's really not what you aim for. You'd really prefer the mine and maybe even the miner. I know, North Star. But you do, once you've done a few pieces from the same bag and they've got the same smell, you know which bag you got it out of. But you can't smell it, you know, when you're just holding it and it's finished cutting, you can't smell it, even if you try. The only way to smell it is to grind on it a little bit longer. Alright. Shaping up. Kind of see the shape I'm going for. Yeah, I have a few pieces of it, but even this one has a smell, the Camp Alpine. This one definitely has a smell, so this is the Verde from Mexico. This one had a slight smell, this one's much stronger than all of them. And the strongest of all actually was Tim's Kingman stuff. Really strong. Pushing too hard. Hey Candy, how you doing today? Didn't see you pop in there. Appreciate all the support you gave by your comments and everything in the shorts. So we're going to have a very interesting weekend in silver and gold price. So Shanghai's been closed all week for their New Year holiday. And then we seem to have a few more ships going over to the straights, if you know what I mean. And I don't know what kind of effect that's going to be. So Monday open, or actually Sunday night open, is going to be very interesting. 6 o'clock on Sunday night. I think silver stopped at about 78.50 today. Roll this a little bit on the top, and we'll change wheels. I saw the one that you, I don't think so. I think they use it, this one doesn't smell like the Kingdom. I wish you could. I wish you had like, well, you know, you gotta be careful what you wish for. I say, wish we could smell through our phones, but who knows what people be sending us then. Alright. Just blending that down, and I think we're gonna move over. Thank you to the Ruby, who was nice enough to do that for me. Thank you, Candy Cane. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, it all helps to the big total. I am noticing a lot of my older videos getting rewatched, which is really cool. I think after this live today, I will have like 1.1 million views. That's insane. Even if they're like 20 seconds long, it's still insane to me. And subscribers, I'm getting close to 1,600. Also insane. And I think I'm at my like $120 after taxes and all that good stuff. But waiting for that first few pennies to come in from Google. Should be in about a couple of weeks. I'm really excited about that. Really? Well, that is fantastic. Alright, I can go eat now. Now, I got a few more to do here. But yeah. I just keep doing what I've been doing, and I'm really enjoying it. And it makes me really happy when you guys just pop in, even to say hi. You know, this community is so kind for one, but it's pretty small at the other. And I see everybody supporting each other's channels. And I don't know if it has an effect, but I do go to other people's channels and comment and thumbs up, and I don't know if that interaction helps. I know that Opal guy supports so many channels, and if you don't know that Opal guy, just head over to his channel, give it a quick subscribe. Mostly working on Opal, but we've started to pull him off of the Opal. Not pull him off, but we're starting to venture out into some other materials. And he may not have done that by choice. He may have done that because of the kind people in the community that started sending him stuff that isn't Opal. So. Okay, I did not know that, John. Well, he needs to send it to this guy. This is, and it may just be the material, it's a little less gluey. Now, I don't know the material, what the material looked like prior to him sending it there, so I picked out some really good pieces out of it, though, the Kingman. Alright, let's have a quick peek. Pretty good. Come on, phone. Let's do this point. There we go. Got some white speckles in it. A little bit of matrix left in there. Pretty nice. Let's move back over to this one. A little heavy on the water there. Hold on. There we go. Let's give you a clean as well. Well, I think that's good. I don't know. I think it's got to be the accent. No, I really don't know. I just, starting last August, I just started going on consistently on Thursdays and Sundays and putting up shorts consistently, and that's all I do. And most of you know where a lot of my material comes from. I do get some from other places from time to time. So, like the the Verde that I have. This stuff. That's not our usual. This was Sonora River Minerals. Same thing out of Arizona. Pretty cheap. I think it was $100 a pound, and yeah, it's got some really decent stones out of it. So, but I think I have enough to run through. But I really need to save my pennies up now, get some of this stuff cut and sold, and then save up some pretty high quality stuff, but more on the natural side, and might just go into my own collection. I'm also ready to do some silversmithing. I just need a little bit of time. I do have a regular job. I don't know if it's regular, but I have a job, and that takes up a lot of my time, and we've been going through a lot of changes over there, and yeah, so I come on these lives to get out of my work frame of mind, and it does me really well. I just can pick up this really sharp little edge on the bottom. Oh, it's not so sharp anymore, but that sharp edge. A little extra light. Picking up the sharpness. A little draw from the middle of the face. While rotating it just a tiny bit, and I'm not pressing hard at all, and just to pick out the final little facets that I have on there. Yeah. Nice shape. Really nice shape. Nice color. Nice little bit of matrix. Very happy. So, yeah. What are we going to do next? Let's do some of the, let's do the Camp Village. Camp Alpine. Which one should I do? Really not sure on the shape. Oh, we'll do this one, it's the bigger one. I mean, look at the color on that. I love this stuff. Well, Mike, I think I'm going to start. I've done a couple of pieces. I did a couple of pieces on channel. I think I've watched enough that I'm now dilly-dallying around way too long. I really don't know what's putting in me. If anything putting me, sort of stopping me from doing it is time. But I can't always use that for an excuse. See what's going to happen with this one. Flatten it out. And, you know, I've got plenty of silver, not plenty, but I got silver to start. I got my hard, my medium, and my easy solder to go. I got a torch behind me. I've got my honeycomb plates so that I don't burn the house down. And I have designs in my head. I'm ready to go, really. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going up to, what is it, William Holland. It's not crazy far from me, but it is a good weekend, long, and does have a fair amount of cost to it. And there's actually, if you look on YouTube, there are actually some William Holland, I think it's William Holland tutorials. There's also some Rio Grande ones on their site and their platform. But yeah, getting some hands-on teaching is a good idea. Okay, how am I going to do this here? And also, Mike, with the price of silver, I really don't want to do it by, my past and failures. Because I think there'll be quite a few failures before I get it to where I want it to be. But, how hard can it be? I see a lot of people doing it. It can't be too hard. Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Whew, that's got some work to it, too. This one smells more like Sam's block material, which I don't know if John Ross is in here today. It's pretty low right there. But this one smells Sam's material, block material, is an acrylic, which also has a distinct smell to it. And now we're going to do it in the bedroom. Yeah, I'm outside. I don't have a full foundry either. I got what I need, I do. Get this done. Maybe a little higher on one side of the stone than on the other. I gotta, alright. Let me think this out here. Gotta think my shape out. Starting to see my shape. Might take the corners off. Pretty even here. I don't know if you see what I'm doing. I may round that instead. Taking off the horns. Take off this really sharp corner as well. Okay. So now we kind of got a shape going. Draw that out. Draw it out this side. Starting to see something. There we go. Starting to see it. That's good. So I gotta get the height over here the same as the height over here. Which are looking pretty good. I got a little dip down in here though. I got a dip right there. I don't like that. How are we gonna fix that? Alright, we're looking good. I think we can go on to the next wheel. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Getting there. I mean, I could. I do watch, so I watch quite a few people that nap, John. Hey Stella, welcome in. Stella, I think you've been in before, right? Yeah. Welcome in. No, it's kind of from the rock. The epoxy is more of a clear color. Like even opal will give you a color like this in your water. So I guess it's more of a mineral shake color. Alright, let me get this even. Gotta get my girdle at 11. Get this good. Same here. Thanks to the hearts there. Pretty sharp. Now we gotta fix the little notch coming around that corner. Huh. What just happened? Something just happened. What just happened? I'm going to go under the other wheel. It's just a little less aggressive, but it's also helps me when I'm trying to round stuff because I can push in a little bit on here without it being too aggressive or abrasive. pull it down on the sides from the middle, like that. And then I'm going to do each one of these corners with a little bit of a draw, but not pressing hard at all, and rolling it. If I press too hard, it'll take that end off really quick. It's just touching. Same on the next corner. Nice. And this one too. Looking good. Not bad on the dome. Pretty even. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, it looks good. And we'll put that one on the next 3 wheels. We'll do that on Sunday. Let's take a quick picture of that one. There we go, that's awesome. That's 3. So we've done a lot today. We got all the cutting done outside. And got 3 cabs sort of halfway there. All different places, different colors. Really nice though. Very happy. Alright. What else have I got out here? Just a try. Let's see if we can fix up that piece of Veracite. I don't know if I can. Let's see if we can fix this up a little bit. I got it wet already, which I shouldn't. This is a little chalky right here. So that's got to kind of come out. I like the bottom. The bottom's gorgeous. But I need to bring that in somehow. It's going to get a lot smaller. I need to get that more stable material out of the middle. Let's see if we can do that. Let's start in the middle just for a practice. You can see that's really sandy right there. Almost has to come all the way in. Alright, pretty hard. Hard is good when it comes to turquoise and Veracite. Just going to bring it in. I hope it doesn't turn into a giant tic tac. Now that I've said that, it probably will. Yeah, I mean, that stuff right there is not good. Not stable at all, and I wonder how far that comes in. But I don't feel it on the bottom, that's what's weird. Let's keep bringing it in. Like having a giant blob of sand in an opal. And this one just keeps going in and in. But it's got to come out, so... Wow. It just keeps going. I don't know if I can fix this one. Look how big that sand just became right there. That's big. And it may just keep going. That will not polish. I don't know if I got my... How can I save this? I don't think I can. I can save the bottom somehow. And obviously somebody started this and gave up on it. And I can kind of see why. And I may make it just completely disappear, but I'm going to have a go here. See if I can get away from that light sand. This is actually polishable right here. Let's see. Oh, and then it's sandy there too. Wow. The only way I see of being able to save this would be to re-epoxy it in a vacuum. Yeah, that's not going to go. Not on that one. What else do we have? We did that one. That should sound good. Let's try this one. Well, we could do this actually. Let's do this one. This is the, I have to bring all that in. Let's see if I can do it. Oop. See that dust? That dust is not good. Keep bringing that in. The dust is because I'm hitting it so hard. A little extra water. There we go. Yeah, now there's a tiny little stone in it, and I am patient. I'm just not going to do it right now. So take a mental picture, and I'll come back to it and show it to you guys another time. Thank you to all the new subscribers. That helped me hit 1,600, which is fantastic. Wow, look at that. That's made a hole in there somewhere. Magic hole. Look at that. I don't think that was a natural hole. But yeah, the journey continues. It's pretty amazing. And I gotta remember to try out the new microphone that I have. I noticed and I saw, if you know Kyle, if you don't know Kyle, Kyle's one of the better sellers on YouTube when it comes to rocks and specimens, World of Rock Hounds. He goes live pretty much every weekend, and he's on all the time, but his sales are usually over the weekend. Him and his wife Amy. So I saw where he was doing 2 phones at a time, one to go live with because it shows up okay when you're going live, and then he records one to put the video up separately. And this is getting ugly. Hey Zoida, welcome in. Yeah, it's the second time we've used that today, John, but you know. That is definitely Dave saying, no doubt about it. Alright. Almost got to that little edge right there. Could have done a lot of that on the saw. Bring that in. Yeah, between that and the specimens that he gets from Top Rock. Well, this one got smaller, so I think we're at about where it's going to start getting smaller, and we're going to take the top. Let's bring that top down some. This one's much harder than the others were. Doing a lot of work on this 80 grip today. Yeah, that's a good start. How speckly it is. Which I assume it's speckly because it was probably pretty chalky before they stabilized it. Hi there, whoever that was in the chat with the last one. Welcome in. Glad you could make it. We had Ash Wednesday this week, but we've also got Ramadan this week too. Thank you for the hearts there. Hey Ryan. Well, you didn't make it to polishing this week, but you missed the cutting we did on the tile saw. I kept all my fingers, got all my fingers still. And got a few little fun things. don't know what I did with the agate already. But yeah, we got some stuff accomplished tonight. Had quite a lot of people come through, which is fantastic. Some old ones and some new ones. And if you are new to the channel, I go live on Thursdays and Sundays. I know, I'm trying to hold them for a little while longer. I don't want to jinx myself, but I've done pretty well with my digits. I've hit my head a lot, or other people have hit my head a lot, I should say. Well, me too. I did it to myself too. But yeah, I played a lot of rugby growing up. I thought about it, John. I'm going to get some of those little magic ones. Maybe we'll save that one for Halloween. And it'd be really funny that I don't know. Gotta be careful what you do when you're joking around. At least that's what my mother used to tell us, so no playing with the crutches or the wheelchairs, you never know what you're going to bring on yourself, so. Ow. Where is it? Somewhere up here is pretty thin from the side wheel. Alright, so I think next Thursday I'll bring out the opal that we started, maybe Sunday. I need to finish up the opal that we started like 4 weeks ago. It had some gorgeous color to it. I haven't even posted any shorts on it. It is in one of the lives, I forget what number. One of the better opals, or better black opals that I've ever cut. Not the full rainbow spectrum, but it has some beautiful purples and blues on black. And yeah, I need to get it finished up. Alright, let's do that bottom little sharp edge. Gonna take that off real quick. Move on. We'll probably pull this one in a little bit. And find that. Oh, we lost the agate that we did. I'll find it. This is the 280. It's a soft wheel. It's got a little bit of a sponge backing behind the thread on the outside. Helps take out facets really well. And I can press a little bit harder. And I think we are good on this one. Alright. a look at that. That's nice. Not bad. Cheap, but not bad. So let's turn that off. Have a look what we did today. Where'd it go? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I lost the agate. What did I do with the agate? I don't know what I did with the agate. Oh, nope. Yep. I'll put it back in the box. Yep. Alright, well, we had the little pieces of agate somewhere. Not quite sure what I did with them. They are hiding. Alright, well, I'll find them in a minute. They're gone. Gone. So these are the 4 we did today. Really nice. So we got Chilean, Mexican, or maybe Bear was thinking North America. I think it's South America. I'll have to check out with Sam. This is the Camp Alpine. Look at the color on that. That's lovely. So let's do this. Get a bit better color on it. That's the Verde right there. Also from Mexico, different place. That's from Sonora. So yep, super nice stuff. So, man, that is hot. That motor is super hot. Gonna have to work on the motor. All right, hey Freckle, you like the top one? This one? Or that one? But yeah, thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed the cuts early on in the live today. We may do some new cuts again come Sunday. I will be on Sunday, and then we'll do another variation of turquoises, and maybe I'll bring out that opal so we can get that finished up, because it's super nice. It's at about 3.5 carats right now. If I can get it to finish at 3, that would be fantastic. But if it's a 2.5 carat black opal, blue and purple, I'll be extremely happy, and we will work on that. Well, let's do it Sunday. I'll bring it out Sunday. Thank you to all of you for being here tonight. Thank you for all of you that hung from the beginning. Bear, you're amazing. Thank you, sir. Very kind. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care of each other. Most of all, take care of yourself. And you guys have a wonderful weekend, okay? Thank you. It does. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.